It's that really awkward waiting moment.
Oh, we have 6.
We have 6.
And it's going up. Hello, everybody. Hello.
Good evening.
Hello. 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 Please do say hello, and then we can say hello back. We have Georgie with us tonight. We didn't have to lure her in with biscuits. And hello, Sail Away. Welcome along.
Hello, Dan and Jay.
Yes, hi, Dan and Jay. Welcome along. Everyone else who is here, come and say hello. As you can see, we've got all of the things we're talking about today. We're talking about Southampton. So we would like all of your questions, all of your hints and tips. We would like things about hotels that you've stayed in, recommendations. We're going to give you our hotel recommendations. Anything else you'd like to know about Southampton?
You're the expert on Southampton.
Yes. Well, kind of, yeah.
I should be really, but
as I lived in Southampton most of my young life, and we're saying hello to A Life in the Parks. Hello, Life in the Parks.
Good evening.
Enjoying his Azora vlogs at the moment. Very, very good. Very good. So we'll wait for more to come and join us. Anyone else out there, come and say hello. We are here for the next hour. You will not find the younger bees, unfortunately, this tonight, will we?
No. I'd say they're tired after school, but actually Alice hasn't been at school today, has she, due to strikes?
No. So is the sound okay, everything? If there's any, can't really hear us properly, then please do let us know. Yeah, they are upstairs. They are, one's road blocking and one's, what's the other thing? Oh, I don't know what they do. Right, we say...
Hello, Lucy. Thank you for joining.
And...
Hello, Ali and Mark.
Hey, welcome along.
Ooh. Hello, Fraser. Or Fraser.
Yes, not long until Fraser's off for a whole year on ships.
Yeah, I'm really
amazing.
jealous. Really jealous.
Yeah, we can't wait to follow along, and hopefully we'll be seeing Fraser on World Europa.
Yeah, we're going to have a race down the slide, so you can get down the quickest.
Brilliant. Excellent. Yeah, so yeah, we're looking forward to following a year and hopefully meeting you in about a month's time. So, what are we drinking? What are you drinking?
Oh, my mum's not on here tonight, so I can actually admit I'm drinking a rum and coke. It's not just a coke.
Well, why do you have been drinking for quite a few years?
Yeah, no, I have. That sounded like
yeah. I
like
can't drink it from my mother.
Like I'm a 16-year-old, but she told me off for drinking wine last time. So,
and I've just got a bud. So, what are you drinking? A Life in the Parks? Anyone else?
It's the weekend for me now. I've got 2 days off, so
yeah, we should be like Sweet Nature. They always make a cocktail, and always looks really good. So
we never have enough alcohol in the house.
No, that's very true. That's very true. Okay. And they're saying hello to each other. It's all good. Right. So, anyone else that comes to join us, please do come and say hello. What we're going to start with now is we're going to start with some of the questions that have been sent on Instagram. So, first of all, we had Mum of Boys. Just a bit of background. She is going, hello. I think she's going to watch it on repeat because she's at work this evening, but she had quite a few questions about Southampton and Iona because they're going on Iona in a month's time. So let's go through them. And
they're going on Arvio, I think.
Oh, they're going on Arvio. Oh, apologies. Right, Arvio.
Sure.
Does the different muster stations matter?
No. So when we went on Iona, Tom's mum had a different muster station to ourselves. When we got on board, they told us our different muster stations, and we just basically went to our muster station. Did what we needed to do, and then we went to Tom's mum's muster station. So we all went together. You can obviously go separately. We were just a bit worried about losing Grandma B.
It's all really, really quick on P&O, and then you watch the video, don't you? Are there towels on Iona by the pools?
Plenty of towels. I do remember throwing 4 or 5 on the kids as they came out of the whirlpools because it was absolutely freezing. So plenty of towels, and then the towel bins to throw them straight into as well afterwards.
There's lots, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Seating in Ocean Terminal, yes, because our mum's got a bad back.
Loads, absolutely loads of seating.
Yeah.
The only part, I guess, would be checking in you're not seated, but I guess she could sit down and wait until you got nearer the front and then join you. Or there's plenty of people around that could help if you just said, actually, could she stay seated?
Yeah.
And they would collect.
Yeah. Keeping in touch on the ship. Now, we had this, didn't we? Because, so much fun trying to keep hold of Grandma B, who is now coming on Arvia. And I think you know that. So we just had to keep on phoning the rooms. There's so many phones around Iona and Arvia, isn't there?
Yeah, plenty, thankfully. Grandma B doesn't actually have a mobile phone, so she's very used to
We were constantly phoning
We had a few phone calls when she was stuck down a corridor, so we sent the children out to go and find her.
Yeah.
Which was quite amusing.
And some people use walkie-talkies. I like someone in the comments, every time walkie-talkies comes up, some people say you can't use them because they get them, they get with the captain's equipment. And what of a better word? Oh, that's what comes to mind. So if you could say in the comments if that is true. Okay, last one of the questions. Thank you very much for all of these, Mama Boys. Kids Club, she's asking, can they leave after an hour?
They can. You can sign them in and sign them out whenever you want when they are actually in there. As we said, our kids didn't go in on Iona because the week just seemed to run away with us. But when we go on Arvia, certainly Alice, I think that'll be the first thing that we'll do is get her signed up to Kids Club.
Yeah, fabulous. Right, we'll just go through just a couple more hellos and then we will head back to the questions we've already had. So,
good evening, Naomi.
Hello, Naomi.
Thank you for joining us.
We're saying hello to Phil.
Hello.
And we're saying hello to Sisters on the Seas.
Hello, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you very much. Tom and Rach here. As we said before, Ernest and Alice are building empires on Roblox, so will not be joining us. I think Alice will join us when we get to 1 million, I think.
Yeah, when her 10% is more than...
I asked her tonight over dinner, I said to her, is he going to join us for our live tonight? She looked at me like... No,
absolute disgust.
Of course I'm not. So...
we're not cool. We're just really embarrassing parents.
Yeah, definitely. Right. Good question. So we had this question from Naomi. Which cruise lines go from Southampton? And any of these you want to try from different ports?
So you're going to answer the first part of that question.
Yes, I am. Yes. Now I'm trying to get you. Right. Wait a minute.
Sorry, I put you on the spot then because I did say I would answer it, but I can't remember all of them.
So what I've done is these are all the regular ones that go in the next couple of years from Southampton. So we've got Anthem of the Seas that will be here from this year and next year. All the P&O ones, apart from Azora, obviously will be out in Malta. Sky Princess, Virtuosa, Cunard ships, I think Q2's not, and Norwegian Star and Dawn, Celebrity Dawn, and Disney Dream as well. I think we're going to Disney Dream. So those are going to be the mainstays in summer. For the past couple of years, that's been the same ones that have been going from Southampton. So one of our questions, before we answer Naomi's question, is what would you like to see in 2025? Because I think it needs a bit of a shake-up, I think. A new Royal Caribbean ship, if you ask me.
Yeah.
And the question wasn't it? So those are the ships that go from there. Would you like to go on any of those companies from a different port?
So I would like to get on in America.
Yeah.
Is it Fort Lord? Am I making that up?
Fort Lauderdale. Port Canaveral.
Port Canaveral.
Miami.
I loved getting on in Barcelona. It's a really nice place. I think for me, the thing that I love about cruising is that it's just down the road from us and I don't have all the stress of worrying about taking all the cases, getting to the airport. So that is a really nice part of cruising. We're back in 20
minutes, aren't we?
And we're home in 20 minutes. We don't have tired kids who are moaning and just want to get home. Back to Roblox.
So you'd like to go I would love to go from the Caribbean.
Oh, and the Caribbean, yeah.
I'd like to do Princess from up through Alaska. I'd love to do that.
But getting on in Alaska?
No, going up to Alaska.
Okay, but that's
I don't think you can get. I don't know. Maybe you can. Yeah, that's what I would love to do. To be fair, I'd like to do any of those ships, and I'd like to do them abroad. Yes. But I would like to do Asia at one point, Australia, and I'd love to do Alaska. So there we go. Hope we answered your question there, Naomi. Right. Yeah, there we go. So, okay. I think this is Annie Marcus saying Celebrity Apex in the summer of 2024. We have looked at that, haven't we? But it's rather...
Oh, you have.
I have. Sorry, yeah, you don't look at it. Yeah. It's expensive at the moment, but I'd love to go on Apex. Love to Celebrity. Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be booked at some point.
I'm on a ban until next year. And I'm hoping for the Norwegian ships and even one of the huge carnival. Yes, that was I was going to. I knew a carnival ship from Southampton.
Yeah, that'd
That
be really
would
cool.
be really good.
Yeah.
Yes. Gone on the Bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yes. Life in the Parks. Yes. A carnival ship from Southampton would be amazing. Really, really good. Yeah. I'm hoping. Yeah. So I'm hoping for a Royal Caribbean ship and a carnival ship. Those are two that we'd like to. Thank you very much to A Life in the Parks there. We're going to go back to some of the questions that were asked yesterday. And can you get afternoon tea from the MDR on Iona? That was a question, I think, again from Mum Boys.
No, you can't get it on Iona or Avia at the moment. They are looking to bring it in on some of the other ships in the MDR. So Iona coming back. Sorry. Yeah. So Iona and Avia, it is afternoon tea in the Epicureum, or you have got the ice cream afternoon tea. I would recommend the latter.
Yeah, oh yeah, more the ice cream afternoon tea. Yeah, most definitely. The I think it may be because it's just so big. I think if you had afternoon tea, it would be mayhem.
Yeah.
Did you know that when I worked?
We did. Sorry to interrupt you there. We did have afternoon tea on Ventura, didn't we? And it was possibly. I mean, I'm not a big fan of afternoon tea, but it was horrendous.
Yeah,
I wouldn't really recommend it. I mean, I didn't go to the one on the Epicureum because, as I say, I'm not a big fan of afternoon tea. But yeah, Ventura, I remember the kids looking at the sandwiches, and we didn't even know what was in the sandwiches.
Yeah, it wasn't the best, was it? No. Did you know when I worked? This is my point. When I worked on P&O, 15, 20, wherever long ago it was, they used to come round with a trolley. So not like like in like yacht club and stuff, that they come round with different tea and the different cakes. This was actually in the normal area. So you're playing shuffleboard and someone would two guys and a lady would come along pushing a trolley. This is for everyone. Everything would stop and they'd have afternoon tea.
Yeah.
Amazing, isn't it?
Costs too much money now.
It just wouldn't happen now, would it? You know what I mean? It just wouldn't. I can imagine going along like Iona or Avia. It just wouldn't happen. But there you go. There's a little gone off the point there. Let's go back, see if we've got okay, and we are going to answer this one. There we go. Wait a minute, I'll come back to that one. Just to finish off this, no afternoon tea, boy, Ventura and Arcadia. So I think it's coming back though.
You think?
Yes, I think it is. Yes, I did see an email or something that it's coming back. So, but obviously it'd be interesting to see if you sample it. Then let us know. Okay, so. And here we go.
There we go. So it was available on Azura.
Great.
So it is coming back slowly.
See, I wasn't lying. So, sisters, can you tell us what you thought of it? What was it like on Azura? So, but yes, I think it's coming back to all the P&O ships apart from Iona, and I imagine it's because, as I said, it's just too big. Okay, we're going to quickly go through some of the other questions we've had before. This one, I want people to, if they can. No, I've done you. Which Southampton hotels would you recommend? Now, this is from A Life in the Parks. And, okay, now, what I would recommend is, okay, so we've got them coming along the bottom. And I'd love recommendations for everyone else as well. So, obviously, we don't stay in these because we're 20 minutes away. But the main one is Holiday Inn, right on the front, right by the terminals. It's got amazing views of when the ships come in early. If you wake up early, absolutely brilliant. And I looked at the prices. If you're talking midweek, you're talking about 150, 206. But if you're coming to Southampton for the first time, I'd recommend the Holiday Inn on the front there because the views are amazing as the ships come in. I'd also, if you're on a bit of a budget, there's the area, isn't there, of 3 Ibis and the other ones. They're on the cheaper side. So it was 152 on a Saturday in July, but it went down to under £100. And that's really close. You can walk to Horizon, can't you, from there? That would be my second choice if you're on a budget. And also, I would say you can get a lot cheaper is the Premier Inns in Eastleigh and Southampton Airport. And both of those are just off the motorway, aren't they?
Yeah.
2 seconds. One's just in Chandlersford and Eastleigh, and then they've got one by the airport. And they are excellent if you just want to drive down the night before, rest your head. You're almost in Southampton. You're literally 10, 15 minutes away. and there's some really good prices on those. So those are my 3. So you've got the ones for the views if you want to spend extra money, if you're coming down the first time, Ibis, etc. for budget, and also Premium just slightly out. But I'd love your recommendations. Have you got any hotel recommendations?
So we've only actually stayed in one, haven't we, in Southampton, which was it's now called the Leonardo.
Yes,
Am I
it
right?
is. Yes.
But that was I was pregnant with Ernest then, so it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But it was a nice hotel. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Very good. Yeah. Okay. Right. Let's look. Just back to the afternoon tea. We didn't actually go, but it was definitely advertised. We heard good things from others on board, so that's good. So if you're going on any of the ships,
No mushroom sandwiches like Ventura then.
No. They might just spend it off day. So my friend stayed in one of the Ibis ones when she went on a cruise. She said it was basic but okay.
Thank you, Naomi.
Yeah, I think the ones down there are quite basic, but if you're just resting your head, but it is literally so close. We stayed in the Holiday Inn, a nice choice.
Yeah,
and good views. And another one here, Sail Away with Dan and Jay.
We do like the Botley Park Hotel. Yeah,
very, very close to Grandma B there. So maybe she'll you could have afternoon tea with Grandma B if you ask her nicely if you're staying in Botley Park. She'd well up for that, I reckon. Yeah, it's really good, and they offer really competitive cruise park and stay packages. Yes, that's a good point. The further you are out, the cheaper it is. Yeah, and you can park as well. So that's really, really good as well. And I would say as well that if you've never been down south before, maybe you're up north, or from abroad, hopefully somebody's watching from abroad, then I'd say place like the New Forest as well and stay a night or two.
Yeah, have a night beforehand.
Portsmouth, I'd recommend that. Yeah, definitely go down to Portsmouth. And a Winchester as well.
Yeah, Winchester's lovely.
Yeah, the old.
A bit pricier, Winchester, but actually, if you want to see a bit of historical Britain, then not bad.
Yeah, and then we like the London Royal Hotel. Really like the London Royal Hotel, and they do parking.
The Leonardo, the one that I was just talking about, is the one that Ali and Mark are talking about.
Yes,
it's quite quirky looking from the outside.
Yeah, and then this one. It's lovely, a bit further away and can be pricey, but it's nice for a treat.
Yeah, Southampton Harbour. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yes, is that the one by Ocean Village?
Yeah, that's the one. We went to a engagement party there, I think. It's very nice.
Oh yeah, the place where they're just playing house music. Yeah, but it's really, really nice. Really, really nice. I think a lot of the footballers stay there. Yeah, it's very, very nice hotel. And that one that's good to know. Yeah, so there we go. So good to know.
We had a question from Naomi up here. Keep going just there. So Naomi is thinking of going on a cruise to Grandma B in September. Can we get a decent one for a good price on a budget? Definitely. Speak to Tom. He'll sort it out for you.
I would say if you're going on a mini cruise, MSC Virtuosa would be from Southampton would be what they do a lot of and
quite cheap. So the one that I went on with my uni friends, we went on for how many nights? 3 nights, and we got that. In total, I think we paid £283 for the 3 nights, and we were upgraded. We had the Aurora package, which included all of our drinks and access to the spa every day and upgraded rooms. So that was an absolute bargain deal. So yeah, definitely. There's plenty of cruises out there on a budget. We never pay extortionate rates, do we? I think a lot of people are really surprised. People will always say, oh, how many cruises are you going on? And when we start talking about it, and they'll say, oh, that must be so pricey. But actually, if you shop around, there's plenty of good discounts out there, loads of good deals that you can get if you want to go through a travel agent or you want to do it yourself. But actually, I'd say there's lots of bargains out there.
Say the short cruises, there's a few on Cunard, Queen Mary, which you want the more traditional cruising. Virtuosa seems to be more the party ship. A lot of the other ones have stopped a lot of the shorter ones because they can be. We enjoy them as long as you take them as a party.
I think if I was going, for instance, with my mum, I would look at a more traditional ship that would be a little bit quieter, not so much of a party atmosphere. I think it's very much dependent on who you're going on a cruise with as to what kind of an atmosphere that you want. I'm not really a party animal. We're past that.
Anyway, I've got a question for you.
I can't really say I'm not a fan of Portsmouth because I'm from Portsmouth.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'm not from Portsmouth. All of my family are from Portsmouth. But I'm actually a service baby, so I've lived all over. But yeah, Portsmouth's okay.
I work with lots of Portsmouth fans.
Yeah, so here's a little thing. So a lot of Tom's friends are Southampton football fans. Obviously, growing up in Portsmouth, I am a Portsmouth fan. So when Tom and I first got together, there was a lot of basically Southampton people call Portsmouth people skates, and Portsmouth people call Southampton people scummers. So yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, I'm surrounded by Portsmouth fans.
So yeah,
We're
now he's the opposite. He's got lots of Southampton supporting friends, but works with a lot of Portsmouth people. So
and they're friends as well.
And they're friends.
Yeah. Maybe a week for around 500. Yeah.
Yeah, you could probably get less than that actually.
Yeah, Virtuoso doing some really, really good deals.
I mean, we've just got Grandma B for 2 weeks on Arvia for how much? £952.
Yeah.
2 weeks on a brand new cruise ship.
So what would everyone else out there recommend for a short cruise from Southampton? So we're just going to head back and just going to finish up the questions we had yesterday. So I'll just quickly do this one because I want to put this one out there. Best discount for parking. So we know that the prices have jumped up, haven't they?
Yeah,
for parking.
40%.
Yeah. So have you got any places to park and any good discounts? So please do let us know in the comments. Thank you very much for that. That was Wine Not and Cruise. That's it, right? That's right, isn't it? Wine Not Cruise. Yeah. Okay, so Keith Madonna, hopefully you're watching this on because he's on Azure at the moment, isn't he?
He is. So he might be doing a live right now on Instagram, or he might be watching us.
He's like rivaling us.
Yeah, I know.
What's going on?
But whether his internet package is kicked out, they might be seeing now. I don't know.
So he's asked, given the itinerary or cruise line meant you had to sail for Newcastle, would you?
Definitely.
Yeah, I think we would.
Yeah. I think so. Again, for us, we're really, really fortunate, and a lot of the cruise forums that we're in, people start traveling really, really early in the morning to get onto a ship, and I think, oh god,
like 8 hours on a coach.
Yeah. So for us, that's what I was saying about flying. For us, actually going on a cruise is so much easier and it's so much quicker than it is going on a plane. But actually, those people that are coming from up north, it does take that time. So yeah, I think we like to extend things, don't we? So when we go on World Europa, we are flying to meet the ship in Genoa. So actually, I think we've decided that we're going to go and stay up at Heathrow the night before, just so we can extend our holiday a little bit.
Use some Tesco vouchers.
Use some Tesco vouchers, yeah.
Yeah. I think
so I would, yeah, definitely.
If it was a unique itinerary, I mean, there's not often in Southampton, yeah, most definitely, and I'll probably make a few days for it, go up to Newcastle. But if it meant the same itinerary and we had an extra day at sea,
yeah,
I would go obviously
extra
from Southampton. But it's quite up and coming, the Newcastle port. So yes, we would definitely consider it. Good question. Thank you, Keith, if you're watching it on repeat. Right, Sisters on the Seas ask, how would you compare P&O to MSC? But mostly P&O cruises considering giving MSC a try.
So we get asked this a lot, and I think because we did a lot of MSC last year, everyone just assumed that we were massive fans of MSC. It wasn't that we're big fans, not that we're not. It was just that actually they had some amazing discounts with my blue light card. So we got some absolute bargains, didn't we, really, for MSC last year. I think comparing it's really, really hard to compare the two. I would say they are completely different. I would say, so food-wise, when we first originally went on Virtuosa, I wasn't wowed by the food. However, when we went on Seaview and Preziosa, the food I thought was on par with P&O. Service-wise, I think very much, again, I think it depends where you're sailing from and the clientele of the passengers that are on board. I know that when we did Virtuosa, we went on a shorter cruise. Everybody had a drinks package. It was a lot of, this is going to sound really bad and I don't mean to offend anybody, but it was a lot of Brits abroad kind of thing. It was a lot of hen do's, a lot of stag do's, and they were all just wanting to get drunk, basically. So if you're going on with that in mind, then there was a lot of waiting around for drinks and it was quite stressful. It was quite busy.
I would say
P&O, I'd say P&O is more of a family feel. You don't get a lot of
more
that.
homely.
There's no rowdiness, and I think I feel a lot more comfortable on P&O than MSC. And
my main
but I
difference,
think again that is passengers, isn't it? It's
yeah, and different experiences. I would say
Yeah.
the main difference are the wows. So you get less wows with P&O. You know, like there's lots of glitter. There's lots of things on MSC. There's
yeah,
lots of fun
blingy.
on MSC. It's blingy and it's very, you've got the water slides. You're never going to get bored on MSC. But then we didn't get bored on P&O. We found it more traditional. We liked the entertainment a lot better on the stage.
Yeah.
We really loved the entertainment on stage. Obviously, there's less fun, but then RV's got more fun things as well. So,
Yeah.
but I would say give MSC a go. Give MSC a go.
One thing I'm really intrigued about when we go on World Europa next month is the entertainment. So I went on how many MSC cruises last year? 4. I went on 4 different ones, and the entertainment was the same every single time that I went on board.
Yeah.
So I'll be really interested to see actually if it's like on a yearly rotation and if it's the same as what we saw last year.
Yeah, no, very true. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what World Europa like. I just don't know what it's.
I've got no idea what to expect at all.
I know it's going
and I
be
haven't watched any YouTube videos. Maybe I should.
We'll follow Fraser and we'll see how he's getting along, and then we will think.
We'll ask for the guided tour.
What I look at World Europa, and 1 minute I'm thinking it's gonna be truly amazing, like the best 4 days ever, and other times I think it's a bit soulless. So it'd be really interesting to actually be on it to see.
And the kids are really excited about World Europa. I think for them going from that's one thing I guess I would say for kids going from MSC where there was loads for them to do, there was all the fun passes, and then going on to P&O Iona where there wasn't that much going on for the kids.
Yeah, they're big MSC fans.
They were a bit bored, but then they don't like Kids Club on MSC. Or Ernest doesn't like it on our.
So hopefully, what I always say is go give MSC a go.
Yeah, try it.
Certainly not going to be bored.
No,
certainly we're bored. But then also, there's a lot of things you've got to pay extra for. So there's a lot of but the flumes you don't.
Drinks are pricier, food's pricier. It's very different to P&O. It's really hard.
So we're on MSC now. I hope the buffet is better than P&O.
It definitely is better than P&O.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that. I think all of the MSC. So when we went on Seaview from Barcelona last year, that buffet was on par, I would say, with Anthem of the Seas. The food was spectacular. And actually a good job it was because our sitting time was 6 p.m. And on a Mediterranean cruise, it was boiling. The kids were still playing in the pool at 6 p.m. So we never actually went to the MDR, did we?
No.
On that one.
No, not at all. So Right, so hopefully we've answered that. But if you're thinking of Virtuosa, I would say the best MSC one is the Mediterranean. So
yeah,
most definitely.
I think. Definitely.
So let's have a look. So right, any more hints and tips from Southampton? So, and are you sailing from Southampton this year? We are.
Not as many times as I would have hoped.
Yeah, but so if you've got any more questions on Southampton, recommendation, and how far do you travel? So let's find who's watching that, who's the furthest away from Southampton, and the closest. Like we're pretty close, but we're still 20 minutes or so away. So is anybody literally could walk it? Maybe.
Yeah.
There must be. You always see some pictures sometimes of people taking pictures of the ships coming in. So maybe. So who's the furthest away and who is the nearest? And keep those hints and tips coming in for Southampton. Right, there we go. And Sisters on the Sea say thank you.
You're welcome. Book an MSC. See what you can only go with it and try. And we are trying quite a few new cruise liners, actually, aren't we? I can't remember what we're doing.
Yes, we are. Well, next year we've got a very exciting time. We'll get to that when we get to 2024. But this year's really, really good. So we've got Arvia.
I'm excited about Arvia.
Yeah.
I'm excited about the sunshine, I think, the most.
And we've got a really, really short trip on Anthem as well.
And actually, I'm really looking forward to that. When we went on Anthem last time.
Try the Key. Has anyone tried the Keys?
Yeah.
Is it the Keys?
The key. So when we went on Anthem last time, it was during COVID. And a long story of why we started cruising, and if we've said this already, I do apologise, but we had basically booked a holiday for Tom's 40th to America. We paid for absolutely everything, and America didn't open their borders to the UK until the November. We were due to go in the October. So we had a load of money come back to us, and Tom said, let's try a cruise. So we actually booked, I think, 3 or 4 cruises with the money that we got back from that. The first one being Anthem of the Seas for 5 days, and we just went to Liverpool and Belfast. We weren't allowed to get off the ship because the children at that point weren't vaccinated, so we had to pay for an excursion to get off the ship with them, which was, I think, just to go around the Titanic Museum was about £250 for 4 of us. So we actually just stayed on the ship. Kids Club was closed and went into quarantine because of COVID, so the kids didn't go in there. But actually, we did really enjoy Anthem. But I think it'll be really nice to go back, just Tom and I, no children with us, and have a look, because there were some really cool bars on Anthem. So it'll be really nice to go back and
48 hours of craziness. Anyone else joining us on the 48 hours? So 5. Ali, Mark, what are you trying to say? 5 minutes? 5 hours? I reckon 5 hours. I reckon 5 hours they're away. And 90 minutes away.
90 minutes, so okay.
Okay, so pretty close, pretty close. So, and next we say good evening to It's a Cruise Live. Hi, guys.
Hello.
What's the parking like in Southampton? So we were just discussing, I don't know whether you were on, we were just discussing the fact that it's gone really, ABP and the other ones have hiked their prices up quite a lot. So the other options is park on my driveway, which is a good one. Lots of people offer that.
The multi-story as well. If you're going on a short cruise, there's the multi-stories within Southampton, and you can pay for so many days parking.
You kind of you pay when you leave. Some say that actually it's not a good idea, but others do. So research that one. But West Quay's right next door to it. So no, those people do it. Yeah. I'm just putting a
different spin on it.
Yeah, I'm just putting a caveat to it. But also, so I'll say park on my drive is another good one. There's quite a few companies actually. So don't just accept the price of the parking at the port. It's really, really convenient.
Groupon always have deals on those sorts of things. And also it's really close to the train station. So if you do live close to a train station, no price. But it's walking distance to the train station, or a £5 taxi ride if you don't want to walk with all your cases.
No, a coach is really good now as well. Actually, coaches now they get some good. If you can,
I'll let you know when you've made me go for 2 hours to Heathrow on a coach.
We are going for 2 hours on a coach. 4 5-hour drive from Ali and Mark, depending on traffic. It's a Cruise Life. They're in Essex, so 3 hours or so from Southampton. We have Cruising with Keith. Hey, greetings to Zora. Hi, Keith.
We were just discussing whether you were doing a live, might not have been able to join us.
Yeah, we thought you were rivaling us.
Rivaling us.
How is Azora? How are you getting on so far on your week in Azora?
And have you had the afternoon tea? We've been discussing that. Have you had it in the MDR?
Yes. Could you give us?
Could you let us know how it is? Thank you.
Lovely and great. Cheers. So there we go. Yes. So tell us all about Azora. So what we another question was, and we want to get you involved now. What we'd like to see from Southampton in 2025. So I would
4 or 5.
No, 5, because 4's pretty much. We know we've got Virtuoso. We know we've got Anthem. We know we've got all the P&O ships. So I would like Odyssey. I think of the seas because you're not going to get any of the bigger ones like what am I trying to think of, the ones with the back Oasis type ships, because obviously it's too cold in Southampton. So I think you're going to look at things like Eclipse and stuff. Odyssey, not Eclipse, of the seas. So that's what I would like to see. What would you like to see?
Don't ask me that question, because now I've got to think of cruise ships.
You think of a cruise ship, I will answer. She's amazing, and there's no kids. No kids.
Sounds perfect.
At all. Is there not any kids at all? Wow, okay.
That is quite surprising. None at all.
Because
you must have seen one.
But it's out of term, isn't it?
Yeah. And actually, do you know what, actually?
Well, this would be a good time to go, actually, with kids in term, because it's 2 days of strikes, isn't it?
Yeah. But then at the same time, when we went on Iona, there are apparently 1,000 kids on board. I honestly, apart from our own children, didn't notice any kids on board. Not at all. I think some ships we go on and you just see kids everywhere that you go.
Some kids are very absorbed. The ship absorbs them really well.
or some kids are just really loud. And
Yeah, but then some adults are really loud. aren't
I love my own kids. Yeah.
they? It's good to know. No one community, however, I'm booked in the beach house tomorrow. We like the beach house, don't we?
We like the beach house.
Yes, really.
Can't remember what we had to eat on the beach house. Oh, I had to have all the upcharge things because Ernest didn't want what was on the main menu,
Yeah,
did
he
he?
always gets the upcharge things, doesn't he? Every single time. Okay.
3.
I've seen that 3, half the packs are first-time cruisers.
That's very interesting, actually. This year was
Yeah.
quite an interesting one to go on as a first.
Yeah.
Although very traditional P&O, I imagine. So
I did see something the other day. Someone was talking about that all the advertising for Iona and Arvia, they are trying to get people that haven't cruised before.
yeah,
Which makes sense, really, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So they're trying to, and they're trying to get the crowd as well that likes an all-inclusive type of. But yeah,
I think we've talked a lot of people into cruising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we have. Well, that's all our banter is.
Well, true.
Yeah, they'll probably just say they go just to
I'm
get rid of us.
Just stop talking to
Yeah.
me about YouTube.
Yeah, get better chat. I keep keep them in kids. Yes.
If they'll go, ours don't go to kids club.
Alice does. Ernest doesn't. Ernest is our third wheel all the time, isn't he?
He is, but then I think, to be fair, isn't it, when you're on holiday, it's nice to have that quality family time together when you're all.
But he's determined not to enjoy it, though, isn't he? He's
Yeah.
always like.
He does enjoy it, and when we see him, like when we peer through, he's playing with somebody, but he'll come up. Nope, not going back again.
Funniest thing was on Ventura. The lady, he didn't want to go, and then he went, and then the lady said he didn't talk for the first hour, and he doesn't stop talking. But he was obviously determined not to.
Yeah.
Okay, so next question was Sail Away with Dan and Jay. If you could do a bucket list cruise, where would you go? Money, no object. Oh my God! Right, where'd you go?
Alaska.
Alaska, yes, I would definitely go to Alaska. I would also Australia. So that would be
And the
number 1.
fjords.
Fjords, you'll get there at some point. And I would also do Asia. I'd love to do Asia as well. Yeah. So yeah, Alaska first, then Asia, and then Australia. Sound good?
Yeah.
Yep. Fabulous. We'll put that question back out to you. What would be?
I know Jay's one.
Right. Cruising. MDR show reservations have stopped on Azora, so it's just walking now. Oh,
brilliant!
That's
really good. Okay.
Can you do virtual queue though?
Well, virtual queue was on. Oh no, that was COVID still, wasn't it, when we went on Ventura?
Yeah, I don't know if they want to get rid of virtual queue.
I think that's a good.
Yeah. So let us know. So okay, so you just wander up and go in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that for the shows, because I think one thing was, so for instance, when we were in the Epicurean, we had a show booked for what time? 8:30. And we sat down at 6:30, and they said, "Oh, it takes 2.5 hours." And we were like, "Well, actually, we need to go to a show because we were meeting the kids in Grandma B." And they did rush us through, but actually, I think sometimes you do feel a little bit rushed then. So the fact that you can just walk into the shows, I think that's really good.
Yeah, but I
you like the virtual queues.
I like virtual queues. Yeah, I love it. I don't want to be standing around. And then also, if you want to sit by yourself, now we're not antisocial. We do like sitting and chatting to people, but sometimes Ernest is hangry, and I really don't want to be sat there with other people. So we do like a lot of times at dinner time, we'll chat to people on the other table. But
yeah,
on a virtual queue, you can select that, and then when it's ready, but then you've got to take a pager, haven't you? So
yeah, and I think we didn't have that on P&O, did we? But when we were on MSC, a couple of times we went for lunch in the MDR, they told us we had to join a table full of people, and we could quite clearly see tables of 4 that were free. So we did put.
We sound really anxious. We're not.
Well, yeah, we do sound. But anyone who's got kids knows that you can never quite judge how they're going to be or how they're going to interact with others. And I think for us, Ernest is quite shy sometimes. So when people start talking to him that he doesn't know, he gets a little bit anxious about it. And I think it just causes unwanted stress. So
yeah. Beach House is incredible. Yes, agreed. Life in the parks. We really liked Beach House, didn't we?
We did.
It's a really good price as well, isn't it?
Amazing price. Yeah, we were just discussing this the other day, weren't we? When we go on Arvia, we've got quite a bit of onboard credit because of the way that we booked it. So we'll probably do all of the specialty restaurants twice, I imagine.
Ooh. It's a cruise line. We're doing a fjords cruise on Anthem, Southampton in May, so looking forward to that. Never sailed from Southampton, right? Well, any
Oh.
questions you have, as I said, I would recommend coming down the night before, at least spending some.
Yeah, come and spend the night in Southampton. Loads of good shopping, really good shopping.
Yeah, or head down the
And
New
good
Forest
food.
or Winchester. Winchester's really, really good.
Yeah.
Or just here, Portsmouth. But yeah, if you have any questions, then please do ask. But yeah, I love any holiday or any cruise. I love staying the night before.
Yeah.
It would be crazy to stay in Southampton, but yeah.
But we probably would still.
And then they're off to the fjords.
So when does Anthem go to the fjords? It's a Cruise Life. Because we're on Anthem the 12th of May.
Yeah.
So we're just going to Le Havre.
Yeah, we're not getting off.
Not getting off.
But Virtual Queue was still available last month.
Yeah, it was on Iona as well.
But then
Keith says
no Virtual Queues on Azora.
Nightmare for solo travelers.
Okay. Right. Okay. So there's not. I did hear that was happening. So yeah. So no virtual queue. You just have to queue up. So I guess that's from feedback. People didn't enjoy it. So.
And I guess so. So with that in mind, when we took Grandma B on Iona, as she said quite rightly, if she'd been on her own on that cruise, she would have been a bit stumped really, because she didn't have a phone, she didn't have access to any of the virtual queues. On the couple of nights at the virtual queues, we weren't able to operate them. We sent her down with the kids to the MDR, and they got given a buzzer, and they were waiting for quite a long time, weren't they?
Yeah.
I think at one point our 10-year-old Alice actually went up to the maitre d' and asked when they were going to be seated, because lots of people were going in before them because they were on the virtual queue. So I guess it has its advantages and its disadvantages, and I guess P&O caterers again.
But it's staying on
the older generation, don't they?
It's staying on Iona and Arvia, so that's a good thing. So there we go. Interesting. Right. Okay. We're doing the fjords with Fred Olsen for Newcastle.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
Lovely. Yeah, great. And I guess it's shorter time up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looking forward to sailing from a different UK port. Well, Ali Mark, we'll look forward to finding out all about Newcastle. I'm sure there'll be a video on that one. And it's a cruise line for heading on.
So that's literally, so the day that we get off, it's going to the fjords.
Should we hide something for them?
Yes, we'll hide something on the ship for you to find.
Yeah, we're already hiding something on Arvia for some people I know that are going on. So maybe we'll do that. So, and...
Hello, Jim.
Oklahoma, US and September. Right. Amazing. Right. So, Jim, so Jim's coming over from Oklahoma, US in September for Norwegian Premier. Are you doing anything else in the UK? Are you staying somewhere in the UK? If you've got any advice, but yeah, amazing. For Norwegian Premier as well. All right, nice ship.
Very nice ship.
Yeah, very nice.
Very jealous.
Yeah, very jealous. But tell us if you're staying anywhere in the UK. We could recommend a few places. Anthem to Le Havre. Yeah, it's only the short cruise. It's the 2-night one.
Yeah.
So yes. So, but as I said, we've got the key. So hopefully that day. Has anyone else done the key? How does it work? I think we've got things booked for that day. So we've got the surfing. Oh, it's gonna surfing.
Have we?
Yeah.
I might just do a YouTube live of Tom doing that.
Yeah.
Just for comedy value.
Yeah. Let's wail on us. Because the key, you get, my understanding is you get priority boarding, you get a meal when you get on, and then you get all the once activity. So you do the climbing.
We didn't get to do the skydive, did we?
I don't remember the skydive. Maybe it's the minute one, but you get it all planned out for you. So we're going to do a whole video on that. We can't wait to try that.
I don't think I want to try the flow rider though.
No, come on, you got to do it. It's great fun.
No, you can do that. I'll watch.
I think you can lay down on it.
No, I'll watch.
Sorry.
We digress.
You digress. They're sticking with virtual queues on Iona, Arvia, and Britannia, but stopping them in the ships.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sisters on the Seas. Thank you very much. So yeah, we're glad about that. And do the guys have cruise channels we can follow? Yes.
Oh, it's a cruise life. Oh, yeah. They all do. Yes.
Yes. What other people?
Everyone who's on here. Yeah. So the majority of you look on our Instagram, you will find them.
Yeah, but obviously, we don't mind anyone wanting to say what their cruise channel are, so they can follow them. Please do
pop them on, and we can put them all up on our comments.
And anyone else also put it out there as well. There's lots of people that haven't got cruise channels. Lots of people that are just chatting away. But if you have, do a live. They're great fun.
They are great fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Had a very stressful day at work, and actually, this is quite a good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Nice.
Thank you very much for all joining in, everybody. So if anyone has got one as well. So don't forget, I'm just going to let you know quickly, we've got another 15 minutes or so. So keep those questions coming up. Just let you know a couple of things we've got coming up. On Sunday, we've got the Sunday, we've got Iona Upcharge restaurants. We're going to have a full guide of those. And this Sunday, we've got what food is included on Iona. So we have a full guide for that. So make sure you're tuning in for those. So there we go. Yes, a cruise channel. It's a cruise life. So there we go. Life in the park. So yep, check that out. Very good. Okay, so last 15 minutes. Can you tell us when your next cruise is from Southampton? And are you staying the night before? So a few of you have already answered that, but if you haven't and you haven't commented already, quite a few people watching, come and join in the fun and tell us what your next cruise is from Southampton. And if anyone's got any lasting tips from Southampton as well, please do let us know. Oh look, she's taking control of the she's taking control.
No, I was and I've
look, she got there. What are you doing?
buggered it up. What have I done?
Yeah, there we go.
Right.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so any that you want. So hang on, let's put. So a life in the park. So anyone who you can see, it's a cruise life. Their YouTube channels are their names.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go.
So you can always look back through this. So I know Keithy has just. So Keith has just started a YouTube channel. When can we cruise again, minus the stalking this time? Well, I'm not sure who was stalking who, Keith, actually.
Yeah, just to say, when we're on our own, everywhere we went, Keith always seemed to be
there. So we would get off in ports. We were in cubed houses one day and Keith was just there. We were just there. I'm not quite sure how we would look at this.
When he was in the cupboard was a bit weird.
Yeah, it was a bit strange, wasn't it then?
Yeah.
Just kept popping up.
Yes. But yes, hopefully we really enjoyed that. It was really lovely to meet, wasn't it?
It was really nice to meet everybody.
Yeah, really nice. It's nice to everyone.
And it's such a nice, I think cruising, it is such a nice community. I think when Tom came to me with this dream about YouTube, I just kind of went, whatever. Sail Away with Dan and Jay, who we've become quite good friends with. I think even they would say over the past year, every time they've met me, they've gone, "Oh, you're a little bit more interested now. You're really keen and you're really into it." And everyone is so lovely and everyone is so supportive. So yeah, definitely, it's a cruise life. Just follow everybody, ask anyone for any advice.
Especially on Instagram and YouTube, everyone really supports each other.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Yeah, they do.
It's really, and that's what annoys me sometimes on Facebook. That's another story. It's like some you can't share videos and stuff, and
we're all in it together. Really,
if it's not related to the serial, but I think if it's related to the Facebook page, then why can't we all just share stuff?
Yeah, precisely.
There we go. That's it.
We're all friends here.
Yes, we are. Next May on Virtuosa, but I'll be driving in the morning. It's only 2 nights. Right. One of the party cruises on Virtuosa.
Maybe I'll come on my own, Keith.
Yeah, you may. Yeah, head along. Yeah, go and have a. Well, yeah, we've already. Well, we might be next May. We might be.
Where are we next May?
Well, the Maiden for Anne. So yeah, exciting. Yes. So let's have a look. Hello, it's my boy 8. Welcome along. And Norwegian Fjords next June on Virtuosa. Oh,
very nice.
Jealous.
I'm really jealous. Tom promised me our next one he booked would be the Fjords.
But then other things came
We're now
up.
7 cruises booked and the Fjords isn't on the list.
But things just came up. They were too good to.
Well, they might have been, but
you know.
Norwegian Life in the Parks.
We should cruise together on Electric. Yes, Electric Sunset. That was the thing we told you before about the 90s. Electric Sunset is.
When is the next one?
Next year, I think it's been announced yet.
Oh, okay.
So that's the Morella 2-3 night 90s or 80s music one.
Can we do another one without the kids though?
Yeah. Well, no, we've already got 2 booked without the kids. So, stand at the hello, Jim. Leonardo pre-cruise for a day. It's just for Southampton activities and food.
So at the Leonardo Hotel, you are right by Southampton city centre itself. There's it's not brand new anymore, is it? It's a few years old. There's a massive complex just behind that hotel. loads of restaurants there, and then you can head straight into
You
the
walk part of the walls, the old
you
walls.
can walk all of the historic walls which are there. You can actually book a historical tour in Southampton. Is there something to do with the am I making that up? The
There is a little
Titanic.
Titanic exhibition as well, which they've got there as well. Which is really
But
good.
also, you can jump on the train from Southampton to Portsmouth, and we have the historic dockyard here in Portsmouth. So we have HMS Warrior, Victory. We have the Mary Rose ship, which is there.
Oh, there's lots to do. There's
a lot to do in Portsmouth, and there's a lot of historical things in Portsmouth about the UK.
I would suggest as well breaking your journey up. If you're going from train down from Heathrow, you can break your journey on a ticket. And excuse me, sorry, that was a bit rude. And you can go into Winchester, and that is just the old capital of the UK, and it's got a massive cathedral.
Beautiful place.
Yeah, really beautiful place. So I would suggest on the way down, maybe breaking journey, going into Winchester a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, loads of ideas. Nearer the time, if you have any, contact us, and we'll give you some other ideas. Okay.
So that's waiting for the electric trees.
Waiting for the dates. Yeah. Okay. Waiting for the dates of electric sunsets.
Electric sunsets.
I'm staying at. All right. So check out A Life in the Parks video. He'll have a review of Leonardo. There's two Leonardos now, actually. The old.
Am I thinking about the same one then?
Yeah, there's Leonardo at the front. There's also the one that's in the roundabout. I forgot what it used to be called, but the old one in the roundabout is now Leonardo as well. We know the theme. Don't weak for bees.
We know the theme. Don't
weak for bees. I don't know.
I'm guessing he was just meaning about stalking us. Sorry, Keith.
Sorry, Keith.
You lost us.
Sorry, Keith. Yeah. Really subscribe to the channel. Good stuff. Nice. See, we're all sharing the love. I no doubt make a review on it. Brilliant. Yeah, we'll look out for that. Subscribe. We'll check out. Look, everyone's chatting away. It's lovely to see. And much appreciated. Right. So we've just got about another 10 minutes. Keep those last tips and last questions on Southampton coming up. Just let you know what we've got coming up. So we've got, as I said, we're going to review of the paid restaurants and the included restaurants coming around, and we've also got a little review of a conservatory suite as well. Yeah, we have. Yeah, although she's like every week she's like, so what have we got this week? And I'm like, you have to put a voiceover on that. And then it's okay, yeah.
I'd just like to point out, I am interested in YouTube, but you get a lot more time for it, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm a busy lady.
I tell you, if you ever get, like, what we're trying to do now is, what we found is we were answering as Cruising with the 4Bs. And sometimes, like the other day, you were talking about diffusers and something, or something.
That was to Fraser, yeah. I was talking about Next diffusers, and my favourite.
So we need to start putting the name afterwards as well, so then people know who we're talking to.
Yeah, so you could actually be talking to either one of us on Instagram. You can normally tell, I think, by spellings and the way we word things, who you're talking to. But yeah, we do need to start signing off the end with our names. So I
watch a lot of YouTube and a lot of cruise videos, but if Rachel signs it off and she's watched it, wow, that is a massive compliment, isn't it? If you watched it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry. It took me a while to process. I was reading the comments that were coming up.
The old jury's in. They've taken it over. Yes, the jury's in is now Leonardo. So will we get Alice? I think Alice might come and say hello. Alice,
are you gonna? Our battery's running out, is it? How much is it on? Oh, that's okay.
Right. How do you?
Come and say hello.
How do you guys, Owner, have heard much about the ship?
Not alive.
And then, would you like to check out what? How would you guys rate Iona? Yes, really good. Yeah, we really liked it, and we've got a review on the channel, which we did last week, and a few things that weren't 100%, but in general we liked it, didn't we?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Go on,
then. Glasses.
Because I can't see because of the glare. Sorry, Alice has come in to not join in, but to make a load of noise. Iona, it's a beautiful ship. Yeah, no, we had a really good week.
Yeah, really good week. Yeah, but if you look at our review, we'll find out a few things we didn't like, but in general, we liked it, didn't we?
Yeah,
we're looking forward to this. Everyone say hello, Alice.
Oh,
Yeah, and right, okay. I did a park and ride for in a cruise just outside Southampton, and it was cheaper than port parking. It was hotel, breakfast, and taxi. Oh, that's very good.
Perfect.
Can you give us the name of that so you can help on everyone else? So park and ride, brilliant. Yeah, very good. It's fun guessing who we're chatting to. It's fun guessing who we're chatting to. Oh, right. Yes. Yeah.
Maybe we should just make it a little thing. Yeah, you got to decide who you're talking. So normally, if it's daytime, it'll be Tom that you're talking to because I'm at work. Unless it's a weekend.
Yeah, it is. And we also sometimes, because we're at different workplaces, sometimes we both answer as well.
Yeah, and then I go, or we both put a story up at the same time, and then one of us has to take it down. So if you ever see a double story, it's just because neither of us are together in the same house. So we've just thought that we would.
Or if you ever as well, if you ever see a story or something on Instagram and then it disappears, it's because I've put it up and Rachel's told me that it's rubbish or it doesn't make any sense or the grammar's rubbish, so it goes off. So sometimes they appear and then they disappear as well. So yes. Goodbye.
Can I comment something? I have to comment something.
Yeah, right, and then what else have we got here? Describe to the cruise line. Right, okay. Insta is always Lisa. That's how and I tend to try and get grips with YouTube and video editing.
Okay. So Instagram was my remit, and Tom wasn't allowed to touch Instagram. And then all of a sudden he got the login details, and then he managed to attach everything Instagram to my Facebook, which was my personal account. So literally, I would go into work and someone would be, I think you posted something about the Queen. When the Queen died, and all my friends were like, "Oh, that's a really lovely post." And I was like, "What post are you talking about?" And he'd put it on Instagram. It'd gone onto my Facebook. I was at work and I had no idea that I'd put this massive speech about the Queen. And yeah, so it does get a little bit confusing.
So all the editing is me. We're both on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter's completely me.
Yeah, I don't understand.
So it's quite good because I can just spend the time slagging you off. So it's great. Yeah, it's brilliant.
Standard.
Yeah. And then Senoi says, "Hey, Alice, she's disappeared again.
She's gone to find her phone to join the live to ask us a question. Apparently,
so you might just suddenly see a really ridiculous
random question about slaying.
We have the same problem. People never know which one I say. Yes. Yeah. Although,
what are your names, Sisters on the Sea?
Yes. Can you? So we do have people and also some people prefer to talk to a female, wouldn't they? Not that it's anything
I think it's really hard. Stuff, I tend to, obviously not in work life or anything. I don't sign things off with kisses when I send emails, but when I'm on Instagram or I'm on Facebook, I'll always put a kiss. And I'm really conscious about putting a full stop or just a smiley face. So if there's loads of smiley faces, that's normally me. And then that's because I'm trying not to put kisses so I don't just look really strange. But I think it's just a natural reaction. And that's what I would always do. Whereas Tom has never put a kiss in 15 years that I've known him. He's never put a kiss on the end of any message to me. So that would be another telltale sign as to which one of us you're actually talking to.
But yeah, be great. Anyone out there that is on.
So you can't really just sign it off with L because we'd still be wondering who was who.
So yes, Sisters are Lizzie and Laura, right? It'd be interesting to see if any couples or families out there that work. How do you split it up? So, but yeah, as I said, if it's YouTube, I was editing. It's me. And then replies are.
Sorry if I'm making a load of noise with this microphone. It's caught on my.
But yeah, if it could be better. We are going to start putting our names after it, don't we? Like Ant and Deck, that's what they do, don't they?
But I think people would normally be able to tell which one of us was which when they saw us.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Right. So Twitter is good. Yes, I really enjoy it.
I do have a Twitter account. There's just too many social media platforms out there, I think, and it's quite hard to keep up with them all. How do you comment?
Yeah.
Well, you're going.
Can I just Can we apologise here? We're having because Rachel's having a one-way because you can't actually hear. Alice, can you just say hello to everybody?
Hello.
And Twitter's really good because there's a lot of love on Twitter because you get to retweet things and it's really, really good. And you can get your opinions out a little bit as well on Twitter as well. So that's good. So Yeah. So perhaps we'll give you the login for Twitter. So right, I think we better start wrapping things up. Any final hints and tips? Hope you've enjoyed it tonight. It's our second one. It was a bit later advertised this week, wasn't it? We didn't know our plans for this week, and
No.
we really, really enjoy it. So we're gonna definitely do one a month, aren't we?
Yeah, and anyone who hasn't done one and is actually thinking of doing one, go for it.
Yeah, really, really good. And next month, I'm not really sure of the day, but we're going to do talk about World Europa.
We are.
So yeah, so we're going to do. We were thinking of doing one actually on World Europa, but I'm not sure about that.
Not sure the Wi-Fi will be that great.
No, so I think we'll wait until we get home, but we will do one all about World Europa. Is anything so beforehand? Is anything you want us to do? We're going to do some. I think we'll do an Instagram kind of question. We enjoyed that, didn't we, Iona?
Yeah, I think on Iona that was really good. Just putting out a question every day for people to come back and ask us things. So I think when we are on World Europa, keep an eye out on our Instagram. It will be full.
Yes. So if you're not already following us, give us a follow on Instagram. Don't forget to give this live a like as well, please. I know you know the importance of the like, so please give this a like as well, which would be really, really good. But yes, I think
And one thing I just would like to say to anyone out there, so I know it's a cruise life, you're quite new to all of this and with YouTube and everything, and actually just keep going at it, I think, and it all comes to fruition. So we started this channel over a year ago now. It seemed like a long time, didn't it, to get to 1,000 subscribers? It took about a year, but actually since December we've gone up 500.
yeah.
So yeah, it's just keeping the momentum going and just not getting
quality we're sharing. It's just we're obviously still very new. We're still a very, very small channel, and it's just keep growing and learning.
It's fun.
It is so much fun. It is really, really fun, isn't it? So,
and I get to moan about being dragged on all of these cruises that actually
yeah,
it's all right, really.
Yeah. So let's start sending our boys. Thank you very much, everybody. Don't forget this Sunday 4 p.m. is our included food on Iona, and then it's the upcharge restaurants, and then it's the conservatory suite, which we're going to do a tour. So, and then World Europa. Yeah. Exciting. And Anthem, then Avia. So
yeah,
exciting times.
Lots of stuff.
So we just want to say thank you very much to Life in the Parks. Many thanks. Great live stream. Thank you to Cruise Life. Thank you, Sisters in the Sea. And thank you, everybody. Even if you haven't commented, you've just been watching. Thank you very much. Don't forget to give it a like. And I think that's about it. So thank you very much. We'll be back next month. And don't forget, well, I'm just asking you to forget
I'm off
stuff.
to watch Maths now. So thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you soon.
Georgie got a message?
No,
Georgie
got fed up with our live stream halfway. Well, not even halfway through.
Give it a like and we'll see you soon.
Take care, guys. Bye.
See you later. Bye-bye.